Okay, guys, as we started yesterday with the drop-down list and the push notification, uh, so we did cover that, and I hope so that you guys are completed with the Facebook sign-up page. Today agenda is to start with the mouse hovering, that how we can use mouse hovering. Now, let me share my screen. Check that my Eclipse is downloaded. Okay, great job. My Eclipse is also downloaded. Just give me a moment because I did the configuration from the beginning. I'll resume the recording. Okay, guys, I passed the test case that you guys have to do it. Go to Amazon web page, target the search box, and try to type something on there and click on this search button. This is a search button. Now for that, I show you the trick that you have to navigate or go to the real web application, real website for targeting this section of the page. What should we do? Right click on that, inspect it, the code. Once you inspect the code, just I will open it in the bottom mode. I will make it in a bottom. So how it sounds good, it looks good. Now you can see that this portion is directly highlighted for me. If it is not highlighted, on the left hand side of the screen, I have an activation element. I will click on that, it will activate it. Now if I hover on this search box, it will directly select that specific area for me. Now in this part, I have one tag of HTML elements. The tag name is input, and input has a lots of attributes, but I need only what? Class, ID or name attribute. I have name also and I have ID attribute also. But my suggestion is all the time that first of all, in a web element, you guys have to search for ID first of all, because ID is the fastest way and the unique way that you can access that web page location or element. Now we have an ID in here. What I will do? I will copy this ID and I will go to my Eclipse. Now I have created everything right in there, but I do it for you, Marina, from the beginning itself again. If you create a new project like Abdul, so you, for the first time, Windows user need to use this line of code because this will configure your Chrome driver exe with your project. You have to do it once in your lifetime of the project. And other programs you don't need to do it, but now I assume that you have already did this, so you can skip this line. You can start from there. For creating a web driver, what you have to do is to do what I would do. Web driver. Okay, I will take everything from the beginning. I will create a new class for you so that you understand it good. I'll take a new class. I would name it Amazon search test. I will click on public static void main. That's all. Just remove that comment. Now come here. Now you have a blank space screen like me, Marina. What should you do? Web driver equal to, sorry, give the driver name, object name of the driver. You can give anything, but I will give it driver because it sounds cool. After that, Chrome driver, and that's all. Don't worry about the red underlines. It will gone in a minute. Okay, now after that, what should I do? My task is to maximize the screen. So with the help of object of driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, you can see that one package is imported directly for me with the help of web driver. Now I will overrun this Chrome driver. If I hover on this, it will give me a quick fix. I will click on import Chrome driver. Once I import that, the error is gone. Now my next job is to do what? To get the URL. For getting the URL, what should I do? I would do driver.get URL. Now in between the double quotes, go to your search box, get the URL, copy that, go to your actual browser, copy that URL of Amazon, come to your Eclipse again, and paste it here. Once you paste that, once check it, run the code, that whether this is working or not. I will click on OK. And let's check that whether this is running our Eclipse, whether it's running Chrome. Yeah, it's working fine. You can see that Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. My next target is to do what? I will close this. My next target is to find the location of that search box. For finding that, I told you that go to actual browser. Here's you have ID targeted, copy that ID, Control C. And right click, inspect the element, find the ID attribute and copy whatever is it in between the element of the ID. The ID elements looks like what? It is element is looks like this. Let me show you in this way. The input element looks like this, Marina. This input, it has some class attribute, that it has some random value. It has ID. In between the ID, it is a value. The value looks like this. It's also having name, that in name section it have a random another thing. But you need to do what? You need to copy this portion, which is in between this double quote and this double quote. Whatever is in between this, you need to copy this. Now you copied, come to your Eclipse, do it. Driver dot find element by what? By user selected the ID, so by ID, and between the double quotes just paste whatever you have copied. Now your task is to write down something there. For writing down something there, we have one specific function which is named as send keys. For writing something on the boxes. For writing there, I will search for, let's search for books. Now do it, put semicolon. Now your next job is, once you do this, you have to click your another operation is that you have to do it. You have to click on where? You have to click on this search button. For clicking on the search button, you have to do it. I will activate this inspect area. I will come here. Once I come here, you can see that it is also an input button and it also have an ID. So I'll copy the ID, Control C, Control A, sorry. Copy the ID, come back to your Eclipse. Just do one thing. Driver dot find element by dot ID, and between the bracket, paste this. Once you paste this, now your operation is to click on that button. You need to call the click function. Till this point, I'm good to go. Now I'll do what? I will run the code. Once I run the code, books, and it hit the search button directly. Now you can see that books page, whatever search that I passed, the search result comes into the picture. Now my next target is that I told you that you guys have to click on one of the links which is on the left hand side of the screen. For clicking on the left hand side of the screen, what should you do? You have already opened this page. You don't need to be worried because it is a Chrome automated test. So don't worry about this. You can also inspect the element here, right here. So right click on one of them and inspect. Once you click on inspect, I will bring it down. Now I'll do what? I'll activate the hover and I will go on top of one of them. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. I will open this. You can see that the Read with Pride. Here is a book that its name is Read with Pride. So I will copy this name. Now with the link text, keep in mind that you need to copy the name of the link text. You don't need to go and copy it is attributes. It don't have any attributes, so you need to copy the name of the book, name of the link. So I'll do Control C, come back to your Eclipse. Now your next job is to do what? Driver dot find element by link text. For accessing that in a web browser, we have one another specific locator, which is name is link text. Paste this in here, and your operation is what? Your operation is clicking. So do the click. Click. Once you click, just save it and run it. Wait for a moment. Why it's taking lots of time. Let's wait for a moment. Close this. Let's run it again. It will take a minute. Just we will wait for that. It's an issue with my bandwidth. Are you guys able to listen? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just do one thing. Your internet speed is a little bit faster than me. So do one thing. Write this line of code, which I have written down, and hit the run button. You will definitely figure it out. Okay, it opened this for me. Now it searches for the. Now you can see that it clicks on that link which I did. Let's rerun it again. I will close this also. I will open this. I will close this also, and I will run the program again. Let's see it. It will take a little bit time, but it will work. It totally depends on internet speed. Was here excellent? You can see that it searches for books and it will click on read with pride. Now it will search this and you will see in a moment it will click on read with pride. You can see that it clicks and read with the pride book comes into the picture. It means the result which I want is now on the it's in front of me. Now this was a basic simple task which you did, guys. Marina, now you understand what should you do? You can see it's just a case of a 3 or 4 line code. With 3 or 4 line code, you can do anything. Sorry?
Yes, sir, I understand a bit, but I need to do more practice on that because still I'm confused for some parts.
Yeah, you need to practice on that, no worries. Okay, that was all about this. Okay, let's now focus on our new topic. That is what? That is mouse hovering topic. That will be a mouse hovering. So for mouse hovering, what should we do? We will do.
Sir, can you please copy paste this code in chat box?
Yeah, why not? Just try to put it inside your public static void main. You can copy from the chat box. Okay, guys, we will do it as it is time is less. So let's practice on a new thing. I will take a new file class and we will focus on mouse hovering. I hope recording is also started. So we will practice mouse hovering. Click on finish. So remove this. And now let's practice this. Okay, first of all, these steps are very familiar. So we need to do this. Driver dot, driver equal to new from driver. That's all. Next target is to do it. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. And after that, just let's hover on this and let's import this. Now my next job is driver dot get string. And I need to do what? Let's copy the Amazon because we will do the mouse hovering on Amazon. So I'll copy this link, Control C, and we will paste it in here. So tell this step everyone is familiar. Now let's go back there. Let's close this. Okay. Now you can see that, guys, on the right hand side of the screen, I have what? I have hello sign in account and list. If I hover the mouse on top of that, you can see that one pop-up is opened for me. And inside the pop-up, I have a lots of links like sign in, start here, account, orders, recommendation, browsing history, and etc. Now, if I want to target one of them, like let's suppose we will click on watch list. For that, I need to first pass this step. For passing this step, it's called mouse hovering step, that you have to bring your mouse here, and after that it should click on a watch list or one of the links which you can see right in the screen. For that, what should I do? I would do right click in here, say inspect. Once you inspect there, so you need to do what? It is inside what? It is inside the tag of anchor. You can see that it is in between the link tag. The parent element is here. A tag, href. Here is some other attribute. We don't need that inside it, and now inside div element, they put it inside what? And span. And inside span, we have what? Hello sign in. Now it has, you will say that, sir, it has attribute of class and ID. So no, we don't need this because it is inside link text. So we need to copy the name of that. For copying the name, double click on that, Control C, come to your Eclipse. Now, you know how to access that driver.find element by link text. Now pass the name till this point. What should you pass the name, just don't perform any action, put a semicolon till this point. You did your task very well. Now the next job, the next target is to do what? To call, to declare a web element. Web element, let's name this hover. I will name it hover, the variable equal to like I would say actions. This is the object name action equal to new. After that, again actions. Once you pass the actions, inside the actions, you should do what? You should pass the driver. Now I hover on that. Okay, it's a web element. The L is small. So I'll hover on this again. Import wave element. Now let's import the action. So why it says like this, actions facing an issue. Okay, let's leave it in here. It will go on automatically. Now I will use this action object, which I declared action dot move element. Move 2 is capital. Now E is element, it's capital move element. Now you need to pass the key hover in here. Now your next job is after hover dot, you need to pass belt, B-U-L-I-D, belt. It's a function. After that dot perform. It's again another function. Belt dot perform. Now why it's taking error? Let's say it says that it didn't create the issue. For that, what should we do? Actions create in constant action. So for that, let's do it in this way. Let's first of all cut this. Import this once. The error gone. Now paste this again. Okay, it says again an error. Okay, for getting solved, for removing the error, what is the issue? Let's check. Wave element is okay with that. Okay, now we face, we create already the problem. The problem is that we don't have to do this in this way. We did mistake. This is, we have to put in here. This is my bad, sorry. Now it's fine. Now what should we do? We already passed the driver. Web element hover is equal to driver.find element by hello sign in. link test. After that, we create action class, we pass the driver, and after that, with the help of object action, move element hover dot build dot perform. Now it will do what? Let's save this and run the code. I would say okay. The Amazon will open. Let's see that it's hovering or not. Let's wait for a moment. This, let's inspect this. Let's see what's the issue. It might be a time limit problem, so we don't need with account list. Okay, span, hello ID. Even we don't need that also. Okay. Now you can see that it didn't work with the link text. Let's give a try with the XPath. Let's give a try with the ID. So this is the way of the testing that we will follow, and we will catch our target element. So it doesn't work with hello sign in. Let's first give a try of like we will put the thread.sleep, thread thread.sleep. Sorry. It will be like this.
Capital T and an A
Yeah,
after.
it's like this TREAD, thread. Add an argument of sleep. Now we will pass it for 3 seconds. That will be 3000 seconds. Let's say add throws. Everything's fine. Now run it again. Let's run the code. Okay, it's not getting this portion. Let's give one a try. Now let's copy this because we are not clicking on this portion. So it should be a link text. Sometimes it won't work. ID. Okay. It's also having the ID tool. Let's take this ID of the parent element. Come here. Let's check it once. I would do like this. Driver dot find element by ID. Let's paste the ID. Okay. What we are finding actually is that we need to copy this. We need to paste this. hover. Let's run the code again, whether it will work. Yeah, it works. Now you guys see that it didn't catch the hello sign in, but it is parent element. How it works, let's see. Let's close this first. Let's close this tabs also. This thing is all about like this, that guys, which we did. You need to do what? Hello sign in doesn't work with like this. So we need to do what? Come in this part. So try to select the parent element. The parent element of the, you look, the code is highlighted here, but you can see that the parent element of all of them is that div, which is right in here. For that, we need to do what? We need to take the div element. You need to take what? You need to take the div element ID nav tools. I take that ID and here nav tool. Now after that, which I put the ID actions, after the actions build.perform, it hovers the mouse for me on this portion of the code. Now I can access that area. My next target is to do what? Now go to that section again, click on this area. Now come to this sign in. Okay, let's click on sign in. Now I don't want to click on sign in. Let's hover on this. Now let's hover on this section. Let's see that whether it's where we can find the sign in button. Now it's right click and inspect in there so that you can find the sign in role. Now the sign in also is inside the link. You can see that it's an attribute of anchor tag and it is inside the word sign in. Let's first give a try with the link text, that whether it will work or not. If it doesn't work, so here on the top of the anchor tag in here, can you spot my cursor? On the top of that, we have div. Then we will go with the div one. But first of all, let's try with the link text, that whether it will work or not. So after that, I will do what? Driver dot find element by link text. I'll paste this, and my operation is to do the click so that it will navigate me to that portion of the web page. So let's run the code again, and let's see that whether it will redirect us to sign in page or not. Okay, it's hovering. It's over now. Yeah, great. Congratulations. We navigated to sign in page directly without any error. Now, this was all about the mouse hovering, that how we can mouse hovering and how we can do click on the links which is opened in the pop-up card for us. Is there any question till this point? Any point which was a little bit confusing in finding or the elements or in inspection part? Is there anything confusing?
Yeah, just a little bit confusing to select which option we have to take.
Okay.
Either it's from the parent
Okay.
class or.
It's a basic, just Ahmad, look like this. If it doesn't works with the child element, like which I take like hello sign in, so go for the parent one. The parent one will work definitely. Once you practice this a lot, so you will definitely get the concept. Because it was the first time, so you're confused with that. That's why you can't catch it up. But no worries.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Okay, go ahead, try to write down the code And alongside that, I will give you one assessment or one homework so that you guys will enjoy it, definitely. I will do it. Let's pause the recording. I just passed the assessment homework on the chat box. Just open the browser, maximize it, go to Amazon web pages, hover on the hello sign in, which we did, find the link and click on orders. Now you're in sign up page, just click on privacy note, that's all. Now I will give you assessment, yet you have to do multiple time this, and you have to create for each of this account orders recommendation a different file. Like you did for orders, go ahead, take a new file, take a new class, and try to write down everything by yourself from the beginning, and try to click on account, then recommendation, then browsing history, watch list, how many links that you can spot on this pop-up box. Just click on that and try to find this sign in page. That's all for today, guys. That is your assessment, which I pass it. I will copy paste in the code. Let's copy paste it. You can take it from the browser, just put it inside the public static void main. I'll pause the recording.